Hello, my name is Kyle from ABZ Rental. Today we're looking at one of the Honda 100 EU inverter generators. It's going to be one of the little quiet series generators. The Hondas, they've kind of been a staple of the market. Very reliable, long-term generator. We're going to go through, first of all, the calculation for the amperage control on it, so you understand exactly what you're running on it. You're not overloading or underloading your actual sources that you're plugging into it. Then we'll go through startup procedure and whatnot. So starting off, to understand a little bit about generators, you need to know what your actual amperage means and how to calculate it. A lot of appliances aren't labeled with amperage. It would be just that little A. To calculate it, you need two variables. You need the voltage, which most things that you're going to be plugging, everything you're going to be plugging into something this small is going to be a 110 or 120 volt. Then all you need to know is the wattage past that. Wattage divided by voltage gives you amperage. So we can do that calculation real fast for this generator. We know this generator is only going to power 110. It's a 1,000 watt generator. So we're going to get about 9.2 amps if you do the math out on this particular generator. In the front here, you have just one standard house plug, which is 110 on 20 amps. But you're only producing 9.2, so that's all that you actually have for power on it. So you want to be making sure that you're not plugging in things that are going to vastly exceed that. You don't want to plug in a 15 amp jackhammer into this thing. You're going to end up messing up your generator, and you're going to end up overheating the armatures and conductors on your jackhammer and burning it up. That's why it's so important to know what you're actually plugging in. A couple of the controls on the front of this bad boy to start off with. Other than the plug up here, we have an eco throttle, which is great. It's going to conserve on fuel, keep it even quieter. This one I believe is about 57 decibel at full throttle. But for startup, we need to make sure that's off. We have a couple other overloads, oil alerts down here, lights that can come on at different points. Definitely a good idea to keep an eye on those. Some of the other things, there's a couple different DC recharge circuits and whatnot on it. Really not that important for most people. To start this particular machine, the gas cap on the top has a breather on it, so you need to turn that over to the on position. That allows the tank to be able to breathe, but not vent when you have it in the off position in your vehicle, so you don't smell gas when you're going out for your favorite tailgate. Coming over to this side, we have a manual choke. Choke is on to the right, off to the left. For startup, we're going to want to make sure we have that choke in the on position. And then Honda has a master on-off switch down here, which some of the more knockoff ones, that can be the fuel shut-off down there. So you really want to make sure you make yourself comfortable with all the different buttons on the generator before you get started with it. As in all generators, make sure when starting you don't have anything plugged in, because they do surge on startup, and you can send dangerous waves into your circuit boards on whatever you're plugging in if you have them hooked up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this a pull. It's just going to be a light, quick pull. We shut that choke off as soon as it comes up to temperature. If when you shut the choke off it begins to surge a little bit, bring the choke back on to about half choke. A lot of the time in colder environments, colder days, that oil is going to thicken up. You need to give it a little bit of time before you start asking too much from it. Coming down here, I'm going to show you this eco throttle and what it'll actually do. When kicking that on, as you can hear right now, because we're not drawing the load from it, it really significantly lowers that decibel rate, which if you're just running a small TV on it that might be running 2-3 amps, there's absolutely no need to be running that thing at full throttle. You want it to be quieter. Plus, it's going to conserve on so much fuel, allowing you to run the thing longer between refills. To shut off, we're going to simply actuate down here and then shut off our vent on the top so it stops filling. It's overflowed a little bit here just because we fill our tanks up all the way to the tippy top to give our customers the most for their money. As with all things with ABZ Rental, it goes out full of fuel. With gasoline, you do not need to refill it. We eat the cost of fuel. Appreciate you joining me today, and have a great day.